Hello and welcome to the 14th round of the Skill Issue Fantasy Series 2021. This time we're at Jerez, which is a track that I was completely unfamiliar with, but after doing some practicing, very quickly came to love this track. Very excited for this race. Gonna go right to that hot lap. So the thing that I love so much about this track is there's only a few hard braking zones, but there are a couple of very wide sweeping corners. This first corner, by the way, I kept forgetting was a right angle corner and not a hairpin. So one constant thing you're going to see is me braking too soon and too hard into turn one, but that's totally fine. Curves like this one here, curves like the next one here, where you can just kind of coast through. Love it so much. There's a great flow to this track. Gonna let the hot lap play out here and get back to you with the qualifying results. So it is Valtteri Bottas taking pole, Charles Leclerc taking second place, Daniel Ricciardo taking third, and Lando best of the rest. Kimi Räikkönen somehow in P7, teammate George in P9, both of the Red Bulls outside of the points, and myself down in P16, just behind Lewis Hamilton. Gonna be a fun start to the race. Let's get right to it.
Get ready. Green, let's go.
So it is 5 green lights and we are off down toward the first corner, that 90-degree right-hander that I kept mistaking for a hairpin. That's not quite a hairpin, and going up to P14, going into the second curve here, which is a hairpin, just keeping it clean and tidy. There's a sausage curve on the inside, so I'm being a little bit wary of that, and going through into the coasting left and right corners here, just having a great time, trying to catch some slipstream where I can, going along the right-hand bend now. Gonna go into the back straight, and this is important because there's no DRS, so it's all slipstream, it's all battery, it's all brakes, and one overtaking opportunity on the outside, making up another couple of positions at the end of the straight, going into that hairpin, coming out of it clean in P12. Gonna stop talking at you now, gonna let the rest of this lap play out and get back to you with the first highlight.
Is now open, P12.
End of lap 2 now, start of lap 3. You see we're going into the first corner, thinking about a move, kind of almost taking a position, but not quite. But that's okay, a quick swap to the other side into the hairpin means I can dive bomb, and then the AI forgets that I am there grinding into my wheel. That's totally fine. I took the place, I'm up to P10 in lap 3.
Car ahead is Russell.
By the start of lap 6, I've made up another position, passing someone in the pits, and in the first corner, contact with teammate George, but taking the position, once again getting turned in on. But you know what? The car lives to go another lap, so we're going to keep going.
Big Ragu, the next car is Vettel.
End of lap 8 now, and the tires are doing just fine, but we're more than halfway through the race, so it's time to hit the box, get some new boots on, and get right back to it.
Too much time.
We come back to you partway through lap 10, still trailing that Aston Martin, both of us behind Antonio Giovinazzi, who you will remember as the reason I started drinking after the previous race. Aston Martin gets by him, I'm just keeping tail on him, but that's okay. He takes a little bit wide on the right-hander, I know there's a braking zone coming up. Going around the outside, no contact with Gio this time, taking the position, and we're all the way up to P15.
Nice front now. Okay, the big ragu.
End of lap 11, start of lap 12 now, and I've made a few positions up to P11, just purely passing other cars in the pits. Going around turn number 1, nothing doing, but going to outbrake the Aston Martin into the second corner, keeping it very clean, and up to P10 in the points at the start of lap 12. The next couple of laps were spent making my way back up to the gearbox of the AlphaTauri in front of me. Going into the final lap now, still behind, just gonna let that last lap play out. We've got one more chance to make another pass and get another position in the points at the end of the race. Let's go.
Okay, the big ragu. Pit window is now closed. One more to go. Sixth place. Okay, it's over. Good drive.
So there's not much change at the top. It is Bottas winning it, with Leclerc and Ricciardo picking up second and third place. Lando Norris best of the rest. I myself finished P6, as we saw, ahead of Pierre Gasly, ahead of Sebastian Vettel, ahead of both Red Bulls, well into the points and having a great time of it. I love this track so much. So with those 2 points finishing in P9, Max Verstappen is the first driver to pass 200 points. He's leading the Drivers' Championship. Valtteri Bottas 9 points behind him. Lewis Hamilton 9 points behind him. I myself am in P8 and having a great time of it, ahead of Ricciardo and Gasly, loving life. Up next, we've got 15 laps at Kyalami, a track which I am not comfortable with at all. Not looking forward to it, but hey, I'm going to do my best. We'll see how that turns out in the future though. For now, have a good day. Thanks for watching and bye.